Hello, everyone, and welcome. This session we'll be discussing the MEP systems in data center projects, one of the fastest growing sectors in the construction industry. With the rapid growth of cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and digital services, data centers have become essential infrastructure. Unlike conventional commercial buildings, a data center is designed to operate continuously 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with almost zero tolerance for downtime. This makes MEP systems the heart of the facility. In this presentation, we'll understand why MEP plays such a critical role, explore the major systems involved, discuss redundancy concepts, look at cost considerations from a quantity surveying perspective, and finally walk through a practical example of a typical data center. By the end of this session, you'll understand why MEP is considered the backbone of every successful data center project. When we think about a normal commercial building, we often consider the architectural structure as the main product, while MEP systems simply support it. But in a data center, the situation is completely different. The MEP systems are actually what keeps the facility operational. Servers generate enormous amount of heat and requires continuous cooling. They also require an uninterrupted power supply because even a few seconds of power loss can lead to service interruptions, data loss, and significant financial consequences. That is why redundancy is built into almost every major system. As shown on this slide, MEP systems can account for around 50 to 70% of the total project cost compared to only about 25 to 35% in a typical commercial building. For quantity surveyors, this means MEP becomes the primary cost driver, requiring detailed cost planning, accurate bill of quantities, and careful procurement planning for long lead equipments. Every data center relies on four major MEP disciplines working together seamlessly. The first is the electrical system, which includes utility power, transformers, UPS systems, batteries, diesel generators, switchgear, busways, and power distribution units. These ensure uninterrupted powers to the servers. Next comes the mechanical cooling system. Since servers produce a large amount of heat, precision cooling equipment such as CRAC and CRAH units, chillers, cooling towers, and containment systems maintain the required operating temperature. The third discipline is public health, which includes water supply drainage, fuel storage for generators, and chemical dosing systems. Finally, fire protection is especially important because water based suppression could damage expensive IT equipments. Therefore, data centers often use early smoke detection systems like Vesta, along with clean agent suppression systems that extinguish fires without harming electronic equipment. Together, these systems ensure safe, efficient, and reliable operations. One of the most important concepts in data center design is redundancy. Redundancy simply means having backup equipment available so that operations continue even if one component fails or requires maintenance. The simplest configuration is called N, where only the required equipment is installed with no backup. The next level is N plus 1, where one additional spare component is provided. This is commonly used in Tier 2 and Tier 3 data centers. A higher level is 2N, where the entire system is duplicated, providing complete redundancy. Finally, 2N plus 1 combines full duplication with additional spare capacity, offering the highest level of resilience. These redundancy levels directly influence the Uptime Institute's tier classification. For example, Tier 3 facilities physically achieve around 99.982% uptime, while Tier 4 facilities target approximately 99.995% uptime, which translates to only a few minutes of downtime each year. Higher redundancy improves reliability but also significantly increases project cost. Data center projects present several unique challenges for both engineers and commercial teams. One of the biggest challenges is energy efficiency because coding systems consume a significant amount of electricity. That's why many projects target a low power usage effectiveness or PUE, typically below 1.4. Space planning is another challenge, as large plant rooms, cable risers, and equipment layouts must all be carefully coordinated. Fast track construction schedules also add complexity because critical equipment such as UPS systems, generators, and chillers often have long manufacturing and delivery times. From a quantity surveyor's perspective, MEP represents the majority of the project value, often around 60% as illustrated in the slide. This makes accurate BOQ preparation, procurement planning, cost control, variation management, and life cycle cost analysis extremely important. In data center projects, commercial decisions related to MEP have a much greater financial impact than in traditional building projects. Let's look at a simplified example of how the MEP system works together in a 10 megawatt data center. Everything starts with the incoming utility power supplied by the electrical network. This power first passes through the transformers and then into the UPS system, which provides instant backup power during any interruption. If the utility supply fails for a longer duration, diesel generators automatically start and take over the load, ensuring continuous operation. Meanwhile, precision cooling systems continuously remove the heat generated by the servers, maintaining the ideal operating temperature. Throughout the facility, fire detection and clean agent suppression systems protect the valuable IT equipment without causing water damage. As mentioned on the slide, the electrical and cooling systems alone may account for between 40 and 55 million pounds of the project value. This highlights why quantity surveyors play such an important role in cost planning, procurement, valuations, and change management throughout the entire project lifecycle. To conclude, let's summarize the key messages from this presentation. First, MEP systems are not just supporting services in a data center, they are the backbone of the entire facility. Without reliable electrical and cooling systems, the servers simply cannot operate. Secondly, redundancy is essential to achieve the highest level of uptime expected by clients, making configurations such as N plus 1 and 2 and critical design considerations. Thirdly, MEP represents the majority of the overall project cost, meaning quantity surveyors and cost managers play a vital role in budgeting, BOQ preparation, procurement, and commercial management. Finally, successful data center projects depend on excellent coordination through testing and proper commissioning to ensure every system performs exactly as intended. As technology continues to grow, data centers will become even more important, making knowledge of MEP systems a valuable skill for every construction professional. Thank you for your time, and I hope this presentation has provided a useful introduction to MEP systems in data center projects. A data center is only as reliable as the MEP systems that powers, cools, and protects it. Please do subscribe to QSplorer if you have not yet subscribed. Do share it with your friends and colleagues who are in the construction industry. Take care. Bye.